Welcome, love. I'm Emily Cassel. So great to meet you here. I'm so happy that you found yourself here, and I just wanted to share a bit about private coaching, what the experience is like, and tell you what I know to be true about you and who you are. So, first of all, you are revolutionary. You've found your way here as a gateway to the next level of your personal, professional, business journey and development and growth. And my heart is just leaping with delight, love. So thank you. And the second thing is, you and I both know that you're here to do something big and that you didn't arrive here on this planet to play small or hide anymore. And you didn't come here to work a job and that you hate, that's soul-sucking, and pay bills and die. And that sounds like a nightmare to you, probably, because, like I said, you're revolutionary and you have a mission here. You are a woman who knows that she's destined for great things and is determined to make them happen and willing to do whatever it takes to live the life of your dreams and really make an impact by doing so. Not just in your life, but in the world at large, and for the people who can't speak up for themselves and who don't have the freedoms that you have and the privilege that you have and the resources that you have as a Western woman in the 21st century. So welcome. So glad that you're here. And I know that you know there's more to life than working and paying bills and dying. You want to feel free and fulfilled and fully engaged and lit up by your life and your mission every day. You want to feel like you're walking with purpose and that you're making an impact by doing so. And you're just not sure, maybe, how to get from here, which is burnt out, overwhelmed, pushing through, using this old masculine paradigm of success and leadership and business, to there, which is freedom, flow, fulfillment every single day, feeling like you're really fully embodied in your mission. You know what that is. You know your purpose. You're living your business and you're leading with soul. And your heart and soul and body and life have answers for you. You're constantly being guided. You're constantly being presented with information, intel, what to do next, where to go next, where to pivot, how to grow and really become your most fully expressed, authentic self. And it is my greatest joy and passion to lead you in deciphering those messages and really pursuing your greatest aliveness, putting all of those messages into practice so that you can truly step into the leadership and the mission that you were meant and destined to live. And so we can't necessarily do that when we're bogged down by the stresses of everyday life, when we're putting others before ourselves constantly, when we have no devoted time to ourselves to really investigate our mission and do the bigger work. Get the vision down so that we can fill in the gaps from here to there. After all, that's why you've arrived on this planet, to make a difference at this exact point in time. You're here to create an impact and become the vibrant luminary that you were born to be. But how do you get there is the question that you're asking right now. And the answer is by clarifying your vision and setting the wheels in motion, staying accountable, making a commitment to make those changes every single day. Our life is shaped by the choices we make, and every moment is a decision to either do things the way that we've been doing them and remain stuck, or to choose a new path and a new way, which is sort of like what I talk about. It's like updating our internal operating system. It's like running a system update so that we're equipped for the success and the journey that we're meant for and that we are pursuing. We can't get to a new result if we use the same method that we've always used. And so that's where I come in. As a teacher, a coach, a mentor, a guide, whatever you want to call me, I'm a bit of a rebel, a free spirit. I like to start dance parties. I'm a soul-centered entrepreneur, a modern-day goddess, some might call me, a feminine energy whiz, a student of life who appreciates the artistry of the journey, of every single moment, And I'm here to teach you all that I've discovered along my own path about what it means to be a powerful woman in the 21st century, truly, not just what we see perceived in the media or our society tells us is valuable, but what does it truly mean to feel powerful in our lives as women today. And I'll help you close that gap between the you that exists at your deepest level, at your core, and your true soulful self and identity, and the you that shows up to the world. So many times I talk to women who are at odds with themselves all the time about, we go to work and we're this one person and we're very masculine and driven and we want results and we get them and we get shit done. And then there's this other part of ourselves that wants to come out and play, which is the more goddessy, feminine, beautiful, sensual, fluid, creative part. And so we're often at odds with ourselves about which one gets to rule which situation in our life. And what I know to be true and what I believe in and what I teach women that I work with through private coaching specifically and through all of my programs, but private coaching mostly because this is really a true commitment and a system update from the inside out that's going to create a different result in your life, is that we can have both. We can have the balance and we can feel like we have it all. We can feel like on one hand we're able to be feminine, goddessy in flow, and on the other hand we're able to be a kick-ass businesswoman who gets shit done and keeps her commitments. But the key to having a fulfilling, free, and full and in flow life is to be able to integrate both sides of ourselves, both types of energy, the yin and the yang, to create balance, not just for ourselves, but for our world at large. And that's really the new paradigm of feminine leadership that I often talk about, which is really about carving out a new path to success and leadership for women in business and just women leaders in general today in our world as 21st century women. Because we've been raised and taught that this masculine way of being and doing and pushing through is valuable, and that's the only way to be successful. And we've only been able to read books written by men for men about leadership and success in business. And it's starting to come into balance more now, but there's still so much need for a new paradigm of leadership and what it looks like to be able to show up in our full presence, and for that to be enough to create a world-changing impact in a room of people. So that's what I teach. It's on an energetic level. It's combining all of these different things, mind, body, soul, this holistic perspective that really takes all parts of you and who you are as a person into account. So we don't just look at your relationships or your business. We look at how all of it integrates together and how it's a reflection of one another. Because what I believe and know to be true is that the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So just like if you show up at a yoga class and your hips are blocked and they're stiff, that means something, right? It means that you have some kind of energetic block that we need to work through. So just like in your life and your business, if there are money blocks in your business, if money isn't flowing through, if clients have been really hard to get in your business, to call in the right people to work with you, that means there's something we need to look at in the whole spectrum of who you are, that 360-degree lens, and deal with the core of the issue. Oftentimes it's all about belief systems, and so a lot of the work we'll do together is about really rewiring those beliefs to be able to to create the environment that you are able to be successful and create the life that you've always dreamt of, that you know is possible deep down, but that you start to self-sabotage when you get closer to it. So I suspect that you've found me here and you've been interested in private coaching because something just isn't working for you when it comes to the work that you're doing in the world, the mission that you're pursuing, or the way that you're living and being. It feels off for you. And so we'll start there. We'll really begin by streamlining the multitude of ideas you have about what the dream career or business or mission would look like, which has a profound way of really eliminating those feelings of overwhelm and getting you unstuck so that we can go deeper. First of all, we're going to uncover your ideal scenarios for every area of your life and create what I call the big sexy vision and really clarify your mission and impact. So if you're not quite sure where you're going, I'll coax you out of it. I'll pull it out of you, and we'll get the vision that's really inspiring, that just sets you right into action in that moment. Week after week, we tap into your limitless power and potential. We'll create rituals to set you up for greater freedom and flow. Take massive action. Fully align your entire life with your soul's deepest joy and aliveness so that you can bring more love and light into the world through anything and everything you do, because that's really what it's all about. That's the impact you want to create. So we unravel the habits and thought patterns and behaviors that have you feeling stuck and confused and out of alignment with your truth. And we deconstruct the way you're living and leading now in order to rebuild from an aligned place and eliminate the things that no longer serve you, whether it's a belief system, a relationship, a belief about money, whatever it is. We're going to address it, it's going to come up, and we're going to shift it and transform it so that you can have more of what you want. So it doesn't matter how wonky your story is about why you're not where you want to be right now, whether it's that you don't have enough money or time or whatever kind of lack mentality we might be stuck in, you will change it. And this in itself will really open the floodgates for you to receive all the goodness that you've been waiting for so long, that's just on the other side of these blocks, and really shifting the mindset piece around getting it and the story you're telling yourself about why you don't already have it. So we'll figure things out that have eluded you before, maybe for the rest of your life. That's happened before. We'll break patterns. You'll rethink things. You'll start to shift. You'll be untamed. You'll be totally liberated and set free. And along the way, we'll begin to surrender more to the present moment, learn to live more in your feminine energy, to restore the balance to the way you've been doing instead of being. So oftentimes I see women who are stuck in this really masculine process of pushing and doing, working all the time, filling up all of their lives and time with work or with other stuff, instead of allowing there to be slow pace and spaciousness and things that would make life worthwhile and not so freaking stressful all the time. So we'll embrace a new pace. We'll create some spaciousness in your life and your schedule and your business. We'll realize that you're worth so much more than just hustling, and that there's more to meaningful and purposeful living than just your career, and that there's a way and a beautiful dance to creating balance consistently in your life and business and mission so that it doesn't feel overwhelming or hard. And we'll learn to rise through sisterhood together and start to see the profound value of having a tribe of like-minded women in your life who really see you in your greatness, so you never have to struggle or settle or feel alone ever again. And together we'll lean in and listen to the stirrings of your limitless soul and redefine anything that needs tweaking, from your calendar to your self-care habits to the beliefs you hold deeply at your energetic core. And then one day, at the end of our time together, or sooner, you'll look up and you'll be so surprised and realize just how far you've come. I've had those moments of just complete recognition and gratitude of, whoa, look how much I've done and look how much I've transformed and changed over the past few months. And I wouldn't have been able to do it as quickly, let alone as efficiently or in the right direction, if I wouldn't have been working with a coach at that point in time. So you'll have arrived at the destination that seems so far away from you today, even if it's just a little inkling and a dream. We're going to turn that dream into a vision and a strategic plan that feels like soul and strategy combined in a way that feels good to you. And it's not about me telling you a specific strict formula, step by step, how to get there. It's about us working with who you are, your desires, your unique gifts and talents, your feminine power, all of that, to create a really beautiful, effortless journey that feels like bliss and magic. So I can't wait for you to join me on this journey. If it sounds intriguing to you, I'd love to invite you to set up a free consultation call with me. It's 30 minutes. We hop on my conference line. I'd love to meet you and get to hear the other side of this story, because I'm telling you what I see and what I do and what I'm capable of. There are other things too, but specifically with private coaching, the only way that this works is that it's a relationship between you and I. I can't just spout out information to you and not know whether it's something that is helpful to you. So I'm really excited to get to meet you and talk to you and learn more about your business, ask you questions, learn more about your life, learn about your unique struggles and challenges so that we can overcome them together and find strategies that marry soul and strategy so that it doesn't feel like I'm just telling you what to do. That's not what I believe in, and it's not what works for the clients that I work with. And I know what does work. So let's talk about that. And the only way we can do that is if you apply for a consultation session below and we hop on a phone call. So I'm so excited to meet you, so grateful you're here, and I can't wait to chat soon. Bye, love.